Everyone, welcome back to another Godzilla Battle Line video, and today we have official gameplay of Shin Kamen Rider and the other Kamen Rider character joining the game, so spoiler warnings from literally here on out going forward in this video. This is your last day that I'm putting spoiler warnings on anything, because tomorrow all of it's going to be in the game, okay? So spoiler warning starting now. So we have official gameplay of Shin Kamen Rider and the Man Spider, Spider-Man, or Kumo Agent 1, or Augment 1, or whatever his name is, right? There's also this tweet right here I'm going to read really briefly that you probably already read on the screen, just talking about what is coming to the game tomorrow. We have the Shin Japanese Hero Universe 4th collaboration season for the Shin Kamen Rider movie. There's a special project where you can get luxurious items and an original figure. Project will finally start. This seems to be the Battle Line figures that they showed on stream a few months back. Those apparently were not for sale. Those were up for lottery. So we don't really know what the deal is with that. This says you can get luxurious items and an original figure. If this is just the lottery thing, then I don't think people in the US are going to be able to do it. But if this is something like how Destiny does, where if you complete a certain threshold of like objectives, you can get an item. Like in Destiny, if you complete a raid within the first, weekend, you can get like a jacket, right? Like a real life jacket. So maybe they're going to implement something like that, where it's like, hey, here's like this challenge, like do maybe 100 battles in like 3 days or something, and here's a code to buy the figure or something. I don't know. That's getting my hopes up. I think it's end up probably just going to be a lottery that doesn't extend outside of Japan. And then in addition, secret information and information about the TV animation, and also look forward to the Godzilla anime. So that's for the Chibi anime. We're still completely in the dark on what is coming to the game regarding the Chibi anime. I'm in the camp of it's going to be some form of cosmetics. My hope is skins. I don't think they'll make them characters that are playable. I don't think they'll be individual units as much as I would like that, because they don't want to overshadow Kamen Rider and the Man Spider. I think they'll be cosmetics of some capacity, and if they're skins, you'll probably end up having to pay for them, I would imagine. Or if they wanted to really go all out, they can make it grindable skins, okay? That would be fun. That's not all we're here to talk about today. Here to talk about this guy right here, Shin Kamen Rider, and his kit. It's looking pretty spicy. We're going to break down a little bit of what we see here for him and the Man Spider. There's not a ton of craziness going on that they show, and always remember that Toho's stats and energy and stuff like that are subject to change. We don't even see the energy here, but we do get a look at the stats. Not like the numbers, but just like we can kind of infer what he does. So off the rip, there's Kamen Rider coming in. We're going to look at that again. Kamen Rider is going to come in on his bike. He's going to hit the King Caesar. He doesn't do any knockback, though, but it looked like that King Caesar stopped moving. Not sure if that's the bug where King Caesar gets stopped on the water anyway, or if his Kamen Rider's ability just makes it so he stops moving. Don't know, but that's cool. Can we place Kamen Rider anywhere and have this effect go off? I don't know. Is this only going to happen in a straight line? I don't know. They don't show us the targeting system for Kamen Rider. They just show us the drop-in, and then he jumps back to your side of the field. So I imagine what's happening is he's dropping in a straight line, right, from where he was placed. So this guy probably placed Kamen Rider right there, okay, and then shot him up, and then he comes back to wherever he was placed. That's going to be my assumption, where he's like a straight line effect, and then he just pops over here, and then he walks around and he does some karate chops. So pretty good attack speed. He almost reminds me of Gigan 04 without the stun. But he has like a big long lunge, which is fine. Now here's the Spider. The Spider guy looks cool. Red Tiger Call of Duty coming up over here. Walking with his dreads. He's huge. So I guess that answers everyone's questions of what they're going to do with the Kamen Rider characters. They just scale them up. Okay, so this is now the Spider guy's ability, and I called it yesterday that it would be some kind of web and a slow. I was right. So here's the Kamakura Swarm. That's his AoE. That's a really long AoE like range to have. No unit in this game has that kind of AoE range. I think maybe the closest you're going to get to something like that is Earth, but that's piercing. Or you could even say like King Ghidorah is kind of short range, but it's the same like spread, and maybe even Mecha Godzilla 21 in the missile mode. But watch this. Spreads the webs. He's hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Kamakuras, but only 1, 2, 3, 4 Kamakuras are getting the stun. I was going to say maybe it's some kind of targeting issue. This Kamacuras in the back is kind of outside of stun range. This Kamacuras is like right on the line, but this Kamacuras back here is within range. But that Kamacuras doesn't get stunned, and he didn't die instantly. I'll run it back. There's some Kamacuras here who are at full health that die immediately. And there are some Kamacuras, or I guess the one, that did not die immediately. I don't know if there's something going on with this move. Maybe it's just not working right, or it's distributing the effects weirdly, or maybe it can only stun up to 4 units. Maybe if the closer they are to him, the more damage it does. We don't know, right? They didn't give us the kits in written form yet. They just gave us these videos. I think it's... Oh, no, can't listen to that copyright music. Whoopsies, jump scare. So I think that both of these guys look cool. I'll run it back again. So Kamen Rider, I'm pretty sure is going to be you play him wherever. He's going to go in a straight line and do damage and then come back. And if there's no one here for him to damage to, it's just a visual effect. Then he's got the fun karate chops. Doesn't seem like... I mean, he has a decent amount of health there for taking that one hit, but taking the big King Caesar charge, he lost a lot. So he's probably something like a Gigan 04 if I had to guess. Spider-Man, again, kind of... I think he has the most room for a janky attack. Like, he's hitting all these guys, but he didn't kill this one in the back. He only quarter healthed it, right? Or like a little bit more than quarter health. So his confuses me. And his is either bugged, where maybe everything in there should be stunned, or it's working in a specific way that not everything can be stunned. We don't know. We also don't know from this video if either of these guys can hit air. I assume that if this bike, you know, is this bike doing damage? Yeah. This bike is doing damage right... I'm going to try to stop it here. It's making contact with what looks like with the ground, but that could just be the animation for contact with a unit, and he did a little bit of a knockback, right? So we don't know if Kamen Rider can hit air. I don't even know if that ability right there can hit air. Hopefully he can. He's shown here fighting Godzilla 954, which is on the ground. I don't know if that's a tease for anything or what, but that's the Godzilla they use in the promo. And then we don't know if the web guy, if the Spider-Man, can also hit air. We haven't seen that yet, but he fights King Ghidorah in the studio mode. If that has any weight to it, I don't know. But from what we can tell, neither of them can hit the air. They very well could tomorrow hit the air. We just have to see it in the game and see their kits. But as of today, when this video goes up, we don't know because we haven't gotten that information. Tomorrow we'll know for sure, but today we don't know. But let me know what you guys think about both of these characters. I think that Shin Kamen Rider looks like he's going to be pretty fun to use. I don't know how good he's going to be. This Spider-Man Augment 1 or whatever, man, Augment 1, if he can hit air, he'll probably end up being meta. I don't know if he's going to be first of all, we don't know if they're going to be 4-star either. I mean, Kamen Rider's obviously 4-star. The Spider guy, I don't know. He could be a 3 or a 4. I'm judging by with this kit, he's probably also a 4. If he's a 3, that would be crazy, right? And then it would be the stun is good, but maybe the damage is lacking. Who knows? But if he has even remotely decent attack stats, he's going to be pretty good. If he can AoE stun the air flyers, that's going to be crazy. AoE stunning the bomb squad is going to be phenomenal. GMK is especially not going to have a good time with that. But that is all I have for you guys today. I'm pretty hyped for the next season. I don't really know a lot about Kamen Rider, but everything I've seen for this movie and this season of Battleline has me pumped. And then remember, the season starts tomorrow on March 31st. We're going to have a bunch of Kamen Rider news. April 1st, there's going to be a Chibi Godzilla season, or not season, but Chibi Godzilla event in some capacity starting. So stick around to the channel. We have a very busy week this week and into the weekend. So I hope to see you all there, and I will catch you all on the next one. Bye-bye.